Happy Wednesday, first graders. We're almost through our week, and we are going to review our vocabulary, and then we're going to come back to this worksheet. Let's review our vocabulary. So, citizen. A citizen is a member of a community. We are all citizens. We all belong to a community. Our next vocabulary word is issue. When people disagree about something, and we spent a lot of time discussing an issue. So you can have an issue with your friend, or you can have an issue with your sibling. You don't agree on something, so you disagree about it. Like maybe we disagree about what to watch on TV today, so we have an issue. Now, a public issue are issues that affect many different people. So remember, like littering, that affects a lot of different people. Public issues, okay? So issues that affect not just you and your family, but it affects everybody else. So point of view, the way a person thinks about or looks at something. So if I got into an argument with my sister, she probably thinks I'm wrong and I think she's wrong. So the way that we look at something is different, right? Everybody does not have the same point of view. It's the way a person thinks about or looks at something. Taking a position. This is giving an opinion, which giving an opinion is giving what you think about the situation. So giving an opinion about a public issue and a reason for having that opinion. So if something is happening in your community and you don't like it, you can take a position, or you can say, I don't like this and I don't like this because. So you can give your opinion, the way that you think about it. Values, important ideas that people strongly believe in. So for example, I strongly believe that education is very important. So that is a value to me. I value education. I strongly believe it is very much so important. Next vocabulary word, the common good. People working together to help and benefit other people. So let's say if we all went out and we cleaned up the litter together, we are working together to help and benefit other people. We are trying to clean up the earth for everybody, not just for ourselves, but for other people too. Our last vocabulary word is individual rights. The things a person is entitled to have or do. So if we look at the picture, we see a person eating, we see somebody planting flowers, we see somebody eating ice cream. These are the things we are entitled to have or do. Entitled means that this is something that we have the right to have or do. That is our right to do that. Meaning we have the right to go outside. We have the right to learn, okay? So a good citizen or citizens obey the laws, they make good choices, they share information. So that just means that if something important is going on, like let's say there is an election going on and we want to elect a president, so they'll inform everybody to go vote. They help others in need. They always vote because voting is very important. That is the way we are able to have a voice. Make educated decisions, take care of their community, support education for everyone. And this is a list of things that makes a good citizen. So because we've done worksheets very similar to this one, I am not going to do this one with you all today. However, I'm going to read it and review over the questions. So our title says public issues. An issue happens when people disagree on something. When this happens at home or with your friends, this is a private issue. Private just means nobody else knows about it. Just either your friends or your family knows about it. Nobody else knows. A public issue is an issue that affects many different people. So public, meaning that everybody or everybody in your community or everybody in your state knows about this issue, or at least should know about this issue, and it affects more than just one person. It affects more than just you and a friend or you and your family. For example, if people in the community disagree that they should be paying for their garbage to be picked up at the curb, there are things they can do about it. First, they can contact their local government and tell them that they are not happy about paying for garbage pickup. Next, they can get together with members of their community to raise awareness and see if other citizens agree. Last, contact the branch of government who can help solve the issue. If something is happening to one person, it's a private issue. However, if the same thing is happening to lots of people, then it is a public issue. So remember, a private issue is something that's just happening to one person, or like you and just your family, or you and just a friend know about it. So that's private. But a public issue is something that is affecting a lot of different people. Okay, so it may be affecting your community that you live in, or it may be affecting the state that you live in, or maybe even other states. So it may not just be in your state, but it's affecting a lot of different people. Let's review our question. So what is a public issue? Well, let's look back up in the reading. It says, an issue happens when people disagree on something. When this happens at home or with your friends, this is a private issue. A public issue is an issue that affects many different people. So, up in the reading, it just said a public issue is an issue that affects many different people. So you all will go and you will write the sentence on what a public issue is. And remember, when we're answering questions, we got to look back up in the text to figure out how to answer this question correctly. Number 2, how are public issues different from private issues? Well, remember we talked about that. Private is just between you and maybe your family. However, a public issue affects many different people. And it says that right up here at the top. It says, an issue happens when people disagree on something. When this happens at home or with your friends, then it is a private issue. A public issue is an issue that affects many different people. We also have it here down at the bottom. It says, if something is happening to one person, it is a private issue. However, if the same thing is happening to lots of people, then it is a public issue. So what's the difference? Well, a public issue is affecting a lot of different people. So it's harming or it's impacting their life in some way. And a private issue is just something that is either harming to you, in your family, or to you and a friend, or something that's impacting your life. Okay, so that in a negative way. So that is the difference between public issue and a private issue. Public, affecting a lot of different people. Private is just you, maybe your family, or just you and a friend. Question number 3. Who can help solve a problem issue that is taking place in your community? So who can help solve a public issue that is taking place in your community? It doesn't necessarily say up here, but I do like that I see some of these pictures, and it looks like this may be a fireman, this may be a girl, and this is a boy. So there are many people that can help solve a public issue that is taking place in your community, like citizens, okay? So you and other citizens in your community can come together to try and help solve a public issue. So that's like, let's say something was happening and you all disagreed with it, and you all came to me because I'm the teacher, and I'm going to help you solve a public issue. So we're going to work together. You came together with different people that the same issue is affecting to solve the public issue. And then maybe we go get the kindergarten class, and we're going to all join together to solve the issue. And then we go get the 3rd grade class, and we're all going to come together and solve the issue. Okay? So I will let you all finish this. Remember, complete sentences. The first letter of our sentence should be capitalized, and our sentences should end with the what. Period. All right, everybody have an amazing day, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.